Land surveyor Andre Raymond scouted out a place for us with a cool vibe and the freshest ceviche in town. The unique menu offers a fusion of Peruvian and Japanese specialties in a modern setting that just may surprise you. It's in Lake Park and it's called Ceviche Arigato.
My name is Rosemary Beitzel. I'm the owner of Ceviche Arigato. My mother is Japanese and my father is Peruvian. I grew up in Peru under the Japanese culture. My grandpa was a chef, my grandma was a chef, my uncle, my mother. My mother owns restaurants since I'm a little kid. So when I finally wanted to open my own, that's when I came with this idea. The ambience, I wanted to welcome everybody. As you see, there is no very typical Peruvian or Japanese. We try to fusion both cultures. Ceviche Arigato is a very welcome place when you can experience great food, great ambience, and great service.
So when you first walked into this place, you got a real surprise, right?
I did, completely surprised. I thought like I was in Miami Beach. Very trendy, a lot of people in there. I thought about doing a roll, a sushi roll, but I opted instead to go mostly with Peruvian items.
Okay.
Peru actually has the second largest Japanese population in South America, behind, I think, Brazil.
Behind Brazil, yes. The Japanese and Peruvian cuisine is actually, they call it Nikkei cuisine, and it's something that they have been doing for many, many years, and it's just so delicious because it has so many flavors that work well together.
So I started out with what they call the leche de tigre. Of course, you can have it as spicy as you wish, and I opted to go low spice.
Okay.
I did not take my chances on
know.
having to blow my nose the rest of the evening. Low spice. It was good.
Nicola, what did you start with when you went? You went with a big group, right?
I took a few of my girlfriends, and we wanted to try a little bit of everything. So the sampler included a tempura shrimp and avocado sushi roll.
Okay.
There was a mashed potato, avocado, cream. Yes, that's exactly it.
Which means
that was
stuffed
amazing.
Potato. So it's actually a mashed potato that you fill with, in this case,
avocado. It was amazing. It was incredible. It also included another potato.
Causa, maybe.
Yes, exactly. Everything was excellent. We loved it.
So what else did you have?
The chicharron calamari, which is simply calamari.
Well, it's crispy. Yeah,
it is crispy.
Chicharron, which is usually pig skin. Right. But it's interesting, in Peru, which I worked in Peru a little bit, but chicharron, they call that chicharron of chicken, chicharron of calamari.
It seems to be like a catch-all of anything that's
skin,
fried.
Anything crispy fried, right. Was it delicious?
It was, and it came with a bit of a tartar sauce.
Oh, okay.
To dip. And of course, one of the Peruvian things seems to be a lot of marinated onions.
So what did you think of the place? I mean, you're with a bunch of girls, and you've got this trendy, fun,
It was the first time for all of us. A huge space, and they had a huge bar as well, and it was family friendly. A lot of families were there for dinner.
Okay.
It was an odd kind of ambiance, like the TVs and.
It's almost like a Peruvian Japanese sports bar. It sounds like.
Almost.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, did you have any main course?
I ordered the ají de gallina. That was really good. It's a cream sauce on top of shredded chicken. It was nice. It was very nice. Over white rice.
Lovely.
One of my friends ordered Nikkei style fried rice, vegetarian style.
Oh, like almost a chifa.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The name.
And there was a smoky flavor to it. It was excellent.
I wonder where that came from.
It was so good.
Yum.
Yes, my friend often gets that every time he comes there.
I'll definitely go back for that. And the portions are huge.
Right.
Any cocktails?
I ordered a margarita.
Okay.
Just because it's just my go-to.
Right.
But there is the Peruvian liqueur that they offered.
You had a pisco sour.
My wife had the pisco sour. I didn't even know what a pisco sour was. But she said,
yeah?
oh yeah, this one is a good one because they really have the egg white.
The froth.
Froth
yeah,
on top.
so it's made with egg whites only for the froth part, so that you shake it so much that the egg white almost becomes kind of meringue on the top.
Oh, cool,
And it
yeah.
has their Peruvian liqueur and then lime, and it's just so yummy.
I did taste it, and it tasted good.
Yeah,
How's the parking?
Oh, plenty of parking.
perfect.
Okay.
It's in a strip mall.
Right.
It's perfect parking for around dinner time.
Okay. You both had dessert. What did you have?
I had the creme brulee quinoa.
Oh, there was quinoa inside of a creme
So
brulee.
the base was quinoa, and then the custard, and then
How
the
was
brulee.
that?
It was so good. I love the texture of the quinoa.
I
on the-
never knew. I never
Really
even
good.
thought to do that. That's very cool.
It was
How
excellent.
about
Well, before I had my dessert, I wasn't done eating yet.
you? Okay, so talk to me.
So for my main course, I had what's called seca, S-E-C-A, de res. Is
De
it,
res.
is
A
it
seca de
R-E-S?
res.
Yeah.
Tres es cow.
It's a beef stew. The sauce is cilantro based, so it's very green. And then, of course, on the side, white beans and the onions. It's one of my favorites there.
So they do have sushi and they have,
They have tons of sushi rolls. I've typically gotten the Miami roll when I get a roll. And they have a chicken soup, which has got the biggest pieces of chicken I've ever seen.
so it's interesting. It seems like they have things that you could take home and be a little more homey and
Yeah.
Peruvian, and then they have things that are a little more like for a night out.
Oh, so let me tell you about dessert.
Tell me about dessert
So
and then tell me
I
about
went
what
with
you
the
think of
Peruvian
prices.
one, which is called picarones. These are in the shape of a handmade donut.
Minis?
Oh, probably mediums. They're immersed in syrup. So
Nice.
it's a good one.
So how did you think, Nicholin, of the prices?
Huge portions, like I said, and the prices are very reasonable.
Well, Andre, ceviche arigato was your pick. Sum it up for me, please.
A surprise. One of those places where you should not judge the book by its cover.
Nicholin?
The portions are huge. Come hungry. The dishes are excellent, and I definitely would go back, especially for the fried rice.
You can spice up your evening at Ceviche Arigato, located at 1447 10th Street in Lake Park, with an additional location in Weston. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $45.